Instagram, it'll say, you know, you'll see Vladimir Cosmo with a video or things like that, you know. You know, when he's greeting him, you know.
Yeah.
Which in that clip, yeah, you're gonna laugh yourself.
Yeah, I'm on Instagram.
Either a friend paying a visit to Santino, something like that. You probably might see it that way. That's what I recall. I read. Right, but then I'm trying to work it, you know. But it's on the Impact Instagram, and it would go. Fuck, I can try to work this shit out too. A friend, you know, paying a visit to Santino, something like that. But it doesn't say the name of it. It's a friend paying a visit to him, something like that. And I can't even clock on it as well too. But it's on the Impact Wrestling Instagram. It shows you the clips of it. Yeah. Is it working on yours, or does it specifically give you the input?
It doesn't specifically give me the input.
Impact has one page, right, for the Instagram, do you know?
Yes, their official page, yeah.
Yeah, oh wow. Because that's what I had before, Impact Wrestling Instagram. WWE has more than one, right, if I'm mistaken, Miguel?
No, WWE only has one. But right now we are live on the air here on MTG Gaming. What's up, everybody? Jose the Ocho. Jose the Ocho is here with us, and MTG here as well. We're gonna talk some sports, wrestling, and all that other good stuff. So let's get into it.
Yep, and we're ready for WrestleMania, Miguel?
Yes, I am.
I'll be probably exhausted and tired, so we probably won't have a chat next weekend because I'll be at show number 1, and then we're going to be exhausted and WrestleCon. Let me ask you about WrestleCon and WrestleMania when you experienced it in your previous WrestleMania. Was WrestleCon near the WrestleMania section, or was it far away from the destination that you were going to go see? How far was the destination WrestleCon from WrestleMania is the question.
30 minutes.
Oh, okay.
It was 30 minutes. WrestleMania Access and all that was at the AT&T Stadium, and WrestleCon was at a fancy hotel in downtown Dallas.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because I think for WrestleMania Access, it's going to be at the LA Convention Center on Wednesday and Thursday, from what I found out from David in the Wrestling Guy store. And the Street Profits and Bianca Belair are going to be in a Walmart store for a meet and greet. Bianca, I think, is doing, not Bianca, but Bailey's doing a meet and greet, but it's an Access too. I think she's VIP in the Access. I don't know how the new Access works, but it's not like the ones we used to have in the past that, you know, you would pay $30, you know, and then just go in there and go meet your talents. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Signings of everything, you know. So I feel like Access has changed a lot comparing to previous Access, you know.
Yeah.
So now WrestleCon is going to be at this place called the Baltimore Hotel. That's about like 10 minutes where I live at. I can just walk down there or take the train. And speaking of taking the train, I'm going to take the train there to Southie. And on the train terminal, there is a shuttle that will take us to Southie. And they've been doing it traditional when they have Rams games and Chargers games to go to Southie. So I think they're going to do it for WrestleMania this week.
How far?
You know, there'll be a shuttle that's there taking Southie.
How far are you from Southie?
It's almost like a 35-40 minute tops drive from there, from Southie to downtown LA.
Yeah.
Because Southie, it's at the city of Inglewood. So it's another county, the Inglewood County.
Yeah.
Well, you know, downtown Los Angeles is LA County, you know. So
yeah.
Give it about maybe the 30-40 minutes tops to head to the city of Inglewood. I have to take 2 trains to get to Inglewood.
Yeah.
I would have to take the one from downtown Los Angeles, and then the second train in the Long Beach area that would take me to Inglewood. So it's too much confusion, you know.
I wonder, is the train out there in LA 24 hours, or they close?
No, it's limited up to 2 a.m. and then it comes back to 4 a.m. So it's very limited there.
Oh, okay.
Maybe because they gotta rotate or, you know, clear things out or clean the trains, I don't know, or inspections. That little routine thing as well.
Yeah.
So it's not 24/7. Even though that, you know, majority of the homeless have kind of like started, you know, installing shelters in there, you know, so who knows, you know, no telling what the city's going to do anyway. It's just too much incompetence dealing with them anyway.
Yeah.
You know, kind of sucks, but it is what it is.
And you saw that post that I sent you earlier?
Oh, yes.
And Triple H really likes Roman Reigns. I could tell.
Yeah. And honestly, I think he's doing the realization that he's looking at the numbers, or either he's looking at the tweets and the comments, you know, right away to consider it. Because I want to still consider Paul Levesque as what's best for business.
Oh, absolutely.
That's something that he needs. That's something that he needs to plant the seeds as a businessman. Yeah. You know, I don't want to hear from any of these marks saying WWE is being run by Triple H and the Authority and DX. No, WWE is being run by Paul Levesque. That's what we want to hear, you know. I don't want to hear this. I don't want to hear the company being turned as a storyline and the ownership and the booking. Come on.
Yep.
This is business, so. I really love Roman's promo to telling Cody, come April 3rd, you're going to run away.
Oh, bro, that was a bad. He burned Cody, and Cody couldn't come back from that. Yeah, Cody said some other things, but it still didn't capitalize that. I was showing that to my mom earlier, and she said that that was a burn. And when she heard Cody's response, it was not a burn.
Yeah.
You know? So, yeah, man, that was my favorite. That's one of my favorite moments in
Did you think
Reigns' promos?
Do you think, Miguel, that Cody had that thing coming? Did you think that Cody expected anything from Roman? Since in the past, even though when Cody was there, he was there when probably, and he must have witnessed when Roman was getting booed for 6 years.
Yeah, he was.
Do you think that Cody expected that?
I think he did. Yeah, I mean, they've been co-workers before, and Roman is kind of giving Cody his own taste of his medicine, because remember, Cody used to talk a lot of shit about WWE when he was AEW and the Young Bucks. He even said stuff about Roman Reigns.
Yeah. Yeah. That gives a point. Yeah.
Yeah. So
it's like I think Cody does strike too hard. I mean, like I said, and like you said, I do agree with you more that Cody is more as a mid-card material more than a world champion material for him to carry out a wrestling business.
Oh yeah.
If you couldn't carry AEW as a world champion, you're not gonna carry WWE as a world champion.
Well, he was never world champion in AEW, and I really thought that they were gonna put the AEW world title on him, but unfortunately that didn't happen. But it is what it is, you know.
All right. Yeah, but that tells you maybe it's not the right time for him to be a world champion yet. I mean, he's still young. Don't get me wrong.
He's like in his mid-30s.
But honestly, the way I see it with Cody, he's more as a very mid-card position from TNT Championship, IC, and United States belt that just goes with him, you know?
Yeah.
And that knows how to capitalize and lead on it, you know?
Yeah, he does. Like, he was a...
You know? And then he tried to do a similarity, like a John Cena similarity, like an open challenge thing, to see if he can try to push and develop guys and everything.
Yeah.
Which it was okay, but then he was getting hammered that he was being John Cena 2.0 Boule, like they were saying in the commentators, you know.
Yeah, and
because he was using the open challenge syndrome, you know.
It kind of didn't really help out wrestlers. Like, let me give you an example. It didn't help out Sonny Kiss. It did not help out Sonny Kiss. And if you know, if you watch their match, if you go back and watch their match, Sonny Kiss versus Cody Rhodes for the TNT title, you notice Sonny Kiss barely had any offense in that match.
Oh no. Including when he went against Kenny Omega, he still didn't have any offense. Kenny Omega had to carry him like a baby to pick him up. Oh. So I don't know if Sonny Kiss is just meant to entertain or just be a male cheerleader dancer or something. I don't know, you know.
Jobber, basically.
Jobber too, as well.
Yeah.
And remember when Brody Lee became TNT champion? Oh. He really did carry it. Yeah. But a lot of people did not understand that, you know, here's one of the things, I don't know if you heard from this when Brody Lee became TNT champion. A lot of people were expecting Brody Lee to do the open challenge exactly like Cody, but I go, no, that is not the case.
He shouldn't do that.
Brody Lee is heel.
Yeah, and
he has to use kind of a coward heel and defend it when he feels like it or when he wants to.
Yeah.
You know?
And Brody,
do you think that would make that makes sense for him as a heel?
Absolutely.
He didn't have to do the babyface open challenge.
And absolutely, you're right. And what you call Brody Lee was the only guy getting the Dark Order over, and he was the answer to the Dark Order's problems, because in the beginning, the Dark Order was not really getting any attention.
Yeah.
And what you call he could.
And Brody Lee is Dark Order.
He could have had great feuds with so many people, but I don't know why AEW did not capitalize on this TNT title run. And I think he only had it for a week.
He only had it for a week, and the only open challenge that Brody Lee defended it was against Orange Cassidy. Which Orange Cassidy did put some work on it, because honestly, remember Jericho was pushing Orange Cassidy to expose Cassidy to see if he can be competitive.
Yeah, I remember that whole feud with Jericho and Cassidy. He was trying to.
And then Cassidy went against Brody.
Yep.
So I would say that the only indie darling that has gone against Brody Lee has been Orange Cassidy. You know.
Yeah, and then those indie darlings that Brody had to carry from the Dark Order, like Colt Cabana and John Silver and all these guys. What you call it? Brody Lee was the only guy that could help him get over. And plus, the Dark Order could have.
And he did.
Yeah, and after he lost the TNT title, he was out for a while, and then unfortunately he passed away. Rest in peace to Brody Lee.
Yeah.
I mean, it sucks that he passed away, because I would have loved to see him as the AEW World Champion.
The main thing is, if he was still alive, I kind of have mixed feelings for his championship to be cut short. A lot of people did feel not too comfortable for him to lose the belt that quick and then give it back to Cody, you know?
Yeah.
Like, it was almost in that hot potato situation. How did you felt when Brody Lee lost that belt, you know?
It was bullshit.
Was it too short for him to lose it?
Yeah, way too short. It was way too short for him to lose it. Way too
I mean, he makes a debut, he does heel, becomes TNT champion, and then he loses it, you know?
Yeah, that's like, really, AEW? And plus, remember, you know who was up, and and people also need to know this, that you know who's part of the creative team? The whole Elite. The whole Elite was part of the creative team. Omega, the Cody, and the Young Bucks.
The Bucks, yeah.
They were all part of that.
Yeah. And honestly, Evil Uno, for 3 months, he was pulling promos when his Exalted was going to come, you know?
Yeah.
But they found out that Luke Harper's contract was about to expire to become Brody Lee in that 90-day compete clause, you know?
Yeah.
It seems like when the 90-day complete clause expired, they probably must have contacted him right away to be the Exalted one.
Yep, I think they did. And he went, and he was not, in his last years in WWE, he wasn't doing nothing at all. He was just going out there jobbing out to people. I don't know why they separated him from Eric Rowan. I don't know why they separated that.
And they were SmackDown Tag Team Champions.
And they were a good tag team.
The Bludgeon Brothers.
I honestly like the Bludgeon Brothers than the Wyatt family.
Yeah, and it seems like Eric Rowan, he probably, without Luke Harper Harper, he wasn't anything. He was just lost in the shuffle.
Yeah.
He needed Luke Harper to carry him, you know. That kind of kept Eric Rowan very comfortable, you know.
Yeah.
Having, you know, Luke Harper, you know, on his side.
And remember they tried to give Luke Harper a gimmick where he brings a cage and had a remote control spider in there. That was stupid.
Didn't even work.
No, it did not.
And then you had Drew McIntyre destroy it with the sword.
He was smashing it with steel steps.
Yeah.
And then, bro, but I ain't gonna lie, it was hilarious when he reviewed it to No Way Jose and the crew. They ran off.
Yeah, the dancing crew.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then Byron Scott. Oh,
and there was more.
No, not Byron Scott. Where did I get Byron Scott from? Byron Saxton was like,
yeah, Byron, yeah.
He was like, I think it's alive. No, it's not.
It's this freaking furry toy spider, dude.
And you see it moving like this.
Didn't even move, dude.
It did move. It like the arm.
Battery.
Yeah, and it's a remote control spider.
Turn the switch in the bottom. Yeah, it's probably turn the switch in the bottom of his belly, and then the arms move. You know, unbelievable.
Yeah, that was that was a moment.
What a storyline! What a feud!
What feud?
Well, he had no feud, but a storyline and like saying a gimmick run, it didn't work for Eric Rowan.
That's more like a
for his gimmick run. Well, consider him as a jobber, because it wasn't getting him anywhere.
No, it was not.
I mean, the lucky thing that Eric Rowan did become was the tag team champion with Daniel Bryan, when Daniel Bryan became the heel vegan eater. You know, that put Luke Harper over too. I mean, Eric Rowan over.
Yep.
Remember, there was a clip when they were taking photos. You know, when you become the new champion, you know, they take photos in many poses. And I remember Bryan Danielson was saying, "We're now the champions, and we're gonna celebrate with nice vegan food." I don't know if they have any vegan restaurants here in Columbus, Ohio.
I think I remember that. That was funny.
Damn, Bryan Danielson. I don't think he was around Ohio.
That's hilarious.
That's a funny part. As a heel, you gotta love Bryan Danielson right there.
Yeah, he was a decent heel.
And then turning it into a hemp belt, you know. Yeah.
And what did you think? What did you think about his WWE title run in 2019 or in early 2020? In early 2019 and late 2018. What did you think of it?
I was happy for it, but it kind of sucked. Like, it ran too short. Like, you know, I just felt like WWE just wanted to stick it to the fans in their face, you know?
Yeah, and not only that, it was too late. Like, I don't feel like he should have won the belt ever again, because it didn't matter anymore when he won the belt. Like, I found him a boring champion. I didn't really take him serious anymore as a world champion at that time. And when Kofi Kingston became champion, it was the same thing. It was the same thing as well.
What do you think of WrestleMania 24 when he main evented? No, it wasn't WrestleMania 24. What WrestleMania was this when Bryan Danielson defended the World Heavyweight title with AJ Lee in the corner, and it was Sheamus, and it took a bro kick for him to lose that match, and Sheamus won.
That was.
You think that was the idea, that they needed to take the belt away from him?
I mean, I would have never done it that. I mean, it's WrestleMania. You got to give a good match, you know? So, yeah, I would have never done it.
Well, he didn't have a chance. It just took a bro kick to bury him.
Yeah, I know.
You know? So, who knows if that's one of the ideas that they probably wanted to take him away from the championship run, you know?
Yep.
And then, when he won both of I think when he defeated John Cena, then it took Randy Orton to cash out his briefcase to take that belt away from him, you know?
Yeah.
So honestly, I really don't think that WWE did not want Bryan Danielson to be WWE champion in general. You know,
Nope.
they gave it to him, but they just didn't want it. You know.
Yeah, but in 2013, in 2012 and 13, where he won, that was actually the right time.
Mm-hmm.
Like 2014, that was actually the right time. But later on, when he got back, I don't think people really cared anymore.
Yeah. Do you think he was considering a lot? Did you consider him more injury prone because he was getting injured? He had the relinquish belt, the IC belt, the World Heavyweight Champion. Was that getting? Was he in that level injury prone? You think?
Yeah, absolutely. He was in injury prone, and then when he got back from injury, I don't think it really mattered anymore. Like, and then when he got back, well, the first time he got back from injury, he won the Intercontinental title at the WrestleMania that you were at, and
31,
and I don't think he
never lost it.
Yeah, he had to vacate it, and it's just that it sucks that it had to go through like that.
Yeah, because I by looking at it, I think he was considered, like you say, considered himself injury prone, and probably they didn't want to risk to be giving him any title shots. It didn't matter what kind of title shots.
Nope.
You know, you win a belt, and you're injured, and then you're forced to relinquish. You know, and then you just have to change the plans and book other plans again. You know.
Mhm.
Ridiculous.
Yeah, it is ridiculous.
Oh yeah, and here's another thing that sounds very predictable, which I think my buddy Bruce Pritchard on this one. Shayna Baszler, and how do you call it? And Ronda Rousey are going to be women's tag team champions that don't mean anything. I'm sorry, dude. Those are fucking dead titles, dude.
Agreed. And
honestly, I'm not invested in that, Miguel, because you had Natalia's team and Shotzi competing for a championship tournament, Raquel Rodriguez and Liv Morgan competing for a championship run, and plus, you know, Chelsea Green's team competing for a title shot as well to be at WrestleMania, and Shayna Baszler and Ronda didn't need to compete, they just got put there. So when they win, the belts are not going to mean anything.
Nope.
That's all I got to say.
Yep.
Ronda Rousey and Shayna Baszler are lost in the shuffle with a bunch of dead titles that not even Damage Control couldn't even put it over, or anybody before them.
No.
You know, or even Lita and Becky, which I don't think they even have anything for them either.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter.
Yeah, and
that's what, yeah. Go ahead.
The feud with Damage Control and and Lita and Becky. People are not really focused on the tag titles. They're just focusing on the feud itself.
Yeah, because they're, like you said, they're dead titles, and the titles. I mean, in Becky's case, is only to put her that she's a Grand Slam champion because she was Becky 2 belts, and now she finally has, you know, a tag team championship to her collection.
Yeah, and when WWE tried to push Becky Lynch to be the main star in WWE, that was an epic fail. Bro, she did not sell out houses. Bro, when she was champion, WWE had the most poorest attendance in company history when she was champion, when they were trying to make her the biggest star. Like, that's... But, yeah, I mean, that's...
And I feel for... Yeah, I feel the predictability. I think that probably Charlotte's going to retain, you know.
I won't be surprised if that happens. I mean, I won't be mad if that does.
I wouldn't...
I'm a Charlotte fan all the way. Because
here's the thing...
And as far as Rhea...
Yeah, go ahead.
As far as Rhea goes, I wouldn't mind seeing her win or any other win.
I wouldn't mind it of her winning, but I think Rhea's mistake was that she didn't plant the seed on time to try to feud with Charlotte when she became the Rumble winner.
Yeah.
And it was just too much Judgment Day involvement.
Yeah.
That's what screwed it up.
Yeah.
And right now, right now the Judgment Day has been doing solo promos without Judgment Day, but I find that it's too late. You're 1 week away. You're fine. Now you're suddenly acting like you don't represent Judgment Day? Really?
Yeah. Hold on, wait.
What do you think?
Let me see something right quick. I got a text here.
Yeah, go ahead.
Never mind. To answer your question,
yeah,
it's way too late now. Like, why didn't they do this? They had weeks to build this up. Like, she couldn't.
After the Royal Rumble.
Yeah, absolutely. And they didn't really. That was a boring feud. I'm not gonna lie to you. That was a boring feud.
So, I think Judgment Day individually messed up Rhea and Dominic and Finn right there.
Yeah.
Because, you know, if Rhea Ripley is the Royal Rumble winner and then going after the title, then she should have capitalized just being Rhea.
Yeah.
Instead of having Dominic on your side and coming up with the mommy in prison promos. Like, damn, dude, who the fuck writes this shit, dude?
Yeah,
really?
Who the fuck writes this shit?
Really? I mean, I'm sorry, but this Judgment Day is poor writing, and they were interviewing Edge about it.
And
Judgment Day sucks ever since they broke up with him.
Yeah, and
when they dumped the creator.
Everything could have been worked out. Honestly, I think it could have been better. It's just that they did not book it right. I mean, I like the concept, even when Edge was getting kicked out. It's just that they could have done better. Like, you heard my ideas of what I would have done with the Judgment Day. But unfortunately, it's not going to happen now.
Oh, no. I just want Judgment Day to really just be deleted because, I mean, I think building factions are trying to duplicate what DX and the NWO has done. And I'm sorry, dude, you're not the NWO and you're not DX, you know, and you're not the Horsemen, you know.
Nope.
And, you know, you're going to definitely make a faction. You got to plant the seeds well. And I think I was more comfortable when Edge and Rhea Ripley and Damian Priest was a trio Judgment Day right there.
Yep.
You probably didn't need to recruit new people.
I mean,
you know,
I would have done, if they were going to add Dominic to it, I mean, you already heard my idea what I would do to it. You remember what I told you?
It would have worked,
that,
you know.
I'd say have the Judgment Day kidnap Dominic and have him fuck up his mind thinking that his dad is not going to save him, and have the Judgment Day fuck up his mind saying that his dad doesn't love him, he's a failure, this and that, and etc. The storyline could have been done differently. And plus, I'm not really hyped for any of the Judgment Day matches at Mania because there was really no story behind none of them. And plus, with Edge, and as far as Edge and Finn Balor goes, bro, Edge is carrying Finn Balor. You noticed that, right? Edge is the one cutting the promos.
Oh yeah.
Charlotte and Rhea is not really doing much.
Yeah, and there, unfortunately, I would not be surprised that they will be main eventing show number 1 because they're politicking their way out on this one. It's not going to be the whole Bloodline main eventing because everybody was expecting the Bloodline to, you know, main event show number 1 and number 2. The Usos main event number 1, and then Roman number 2. It's not going that way.
Oh, really? Is it confirmed, or you think that they're gonna do that?
No, it hasn't been confirmed. It's not confirmed, but I do have a funny feeling that it's gonna go to Charlotte to main event it because they're going. The Royal Rumble winners are main eventing it, supposedly.
Yeah, and I mean, I love Charlotte at the end of the day, but either way, I mean, I wouldn't mind seeing it, you know.
And at the same time, it's being talked about that they want to put Charlotte on the face of the company, that she's the first women's champion main eventing 2 WrestleManias in a row.
Yeah, and
so they want to.
And here's my thing with that.
Go.
It's not. She's not gonna draw a capacity crowd like how Roman Reigns is doing right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not. He's not gonna draw. She's not gonna draw when she does that. I mean, All the women that they try to push to make them top stars, they never really drawn money for the company. If you notice that, like I mentioned Becky Lynch earlier, she didn't draw shit.
Well, here's another one that's not drawing shit too. Bianca Belair is not doing any build-ups with Asuka.
Yeah,
that promo is so non-existent. That feud is very non-existent, Miguel.
You're right, like
very non-existent.
Nobody like Asuka's not really being her character, and Bianca, well, she's always been trash on the mic, but like they're not doing nothing to try to hype up the feud or make people to watch. Like if you always want to make somebody watch any match in wrestling, there always has to be a storyline in a feud. Bottom line, if there is no storyline in a feud, no one's not gonna give a shit.
Yeah, you know what they're coming up with? The first black talent main eventing, female main eventing.
What do you? And wait, you mean like?
What the fuck?
Yeah, and
well, the smart marks are coming up with that. The smart marks and the podcasters are coming up. Oh, you know, Bianca Belair is going to be the first female, black talent, female talent that's going to main event.
She's not a big star in the women's division.
Are you guys capitalizing on it, or are you just politicking your way? I mean, fuck, man, that's kind of racist the way you idiots are talking of the way, talking that way,
Exactly.
It's really ridiculous, dude.
Yeah, it is, and
I mean, the fans are not. Most of the smart fans are not stupid, except for the smart marks. But come on, dude, you can't fool all the people coming up with that kind of an excuse.
Yeah, exactly. And it's really gonna. And when it comes, and plus, Charlotte Flair is better than Bianca, promo-wise and ring-wise.
Yeah.
So I don't know why it's such a huge deal that Bianca is gonna
Bianca should be built.
Yeah.
And they're not building her.
No, it's not.
She's not capitalizing. And I'm sorry, she's not the female John Cena, because supposedly just because they have similar finishing maneuvers, and just because John Cena shook her hand and gave her respect, that doesn't mean anything. Yeah, she met John Cena,
Yeah.
She high-fived the Street Profit. She hugged John Cena. Anybody can high-five you and hug you, Miguel. Come on, dude.
Like, that doesn't mean anything at all.
You're not fighting him, And then you got the smart marks point. Oh, man, she could be the female John Cena, just like you did with Bayley. Where that went.
That's what they're trying to do with Bianca right now. But I'd rather watch Bianca than Becky and Bayley.
Yeah.
To be honest with you.
They just need to work on Bianca, that's all. And whoever the booker is, man, wake up, man. You ain't booking her right.
And she didn't win the NXT title.
And they're too.
She didn't win the NXT title.
She never won an NXT.
But here's one.
She never won an NXT title. You know that.
I know. Yeah, I know. But here's what I want to ask you. You think bringing her up to the main roster was a little too early?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, I think so too. Like.
I mean, I know that the whole championship run came too fast for her. I mean, she had some very good feuds with Sasha Banks. I'm very surprised. She could have had a good feud with Naomi, because Naomi can compete. Yeah, and Naomi's talented,
Yeah, but Naomi is entertaining.
That match never took place.
Yeah, I mean, Naomi, all she does is dances, and she's not really a promo girl either.
Do you consider her more as a diva in general?
Yeah.
Because, I mean, that's how she started anyway.
I'd say so. She's a very fun diva.
Yeah. Instead of a talent, of a tough talent,
Yeah. Damn, Braun Breaker.
I mean, what do you think of Lash Legend? Is she more of a talent or a diva in a way?
Diva.
Because I mean, I don't know how much is NXT invested in her, but I see her social media pops everywhere,
I mean,
so
I see them more.
I don't know if she's bringing anything to the table,
I only see NXT invested in Nikita Lyons and Cora Jade.
Yeah. So obviously, I feel like maybe since they lost Trinity and Sasha, here's Lash Legend as your replacement, like your next Naomi or some shit like that.
Yeah.
I probably would not be surprised if they put Lash Legend at that predicament, you know.
Yeah, absolutely. And what you call there's really no hype to any of these championship matches, people. Whoever watches this later, even if we're not on the air or whatever, there's really no build-ups to any of these matches. The only build-up I see is Logan Paul, Seth Rollins, and barely Cody Rhodes and Roman Reigns.
Yeah. I feel like Cody Rhodes just started planting a seed, and the story is not gonna end.
Yeah.
You cannot end the story now.
No.
So if I'm Cody, I should capitalize going to the word finish the story. Yeah. But this story is not over. You know.
Agreed.
He has to go by the after April 3, then see if you're gonna run away.
And you don't
just like the way Roman said.
Yep. And you don't
capitalize on that.
Yep, absolutely. And you don't think that the Usos are gonna lose the tag titles to KO and do you think that's gonna happen?
I hope not, because honestly, I think this is the time where the Usos are gonna build themselves up, right there.
I mean,
nothing against Kevin and Sammy. Nothing against Sammy. Sammy's just very entertaining.
Yeah.
Yes, he's competitive, but unfortunately, Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens are not a tag team. Yes, they're best friends, you know, from livelihood and from organization to organization and train together.
Yeah.
But they are not a tag team.
No.
You know.
No.
That's like you're building Daniel Bryan with Eric Rowan, or that's building Dude Love with Steve Austin. That's not a tag team, dude.
No.
Or John Cena with Batista. It's not a tag team.
John Cena with Shawn Michaels. Remember that?
Yeah. That's not a tag team.
Yeah.
You know, or Edge and Hulk Hogan. That's not a tag team either, dude.
Oh, yeah.
And they all became tag team champions, dude.
That was so random. Hulk Hogan being on a team with Edge.
Edge?
Like, I'm pretty sure.
I was getting into the.
Edge was happy because that was his childhood. That was his childhood favorite. So that was a good moment.
Hero, yeah.
Edge. Yeah.
The story was good because he put him as a childhood hero storyline, you know. So it's cool. Yeah. And I even was getting attracted with the Rock and Sock connection, even though that the Rock refused to be on the tag team. But the Rock and Sock connection was kind of considered itself like a tag team. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Even though the Rock refused not to either want to team up with him, the Rock and Sock connection. You know,
he made it work. They both made it work. Both the Rock and both the Rock and John Cena. Both. I mean, not John Cena. The Rock and Mankind. They made the team work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then Randy Orton capitalized on it on WrestleMania 20 when he goes, I am the legend killer, and it's time to kill the legend of the Rock and Sock connection.
Oh, yeah, I remember that.
You know, and then good promo for Randy Orton right there. It's time for the legend killer to end the legend of the Rock and Sock connection at WrestleMania. Right there, dude.
That was a great promo.
Even he capitalized on that title, on that tag team title, dude.
Yeah. And also remember this. Remember when Goldberg and Bret Hart were a tag team in WCW? That doesn't go together either.
Yeah. That didn't even... Dude, he still doesn't forgive him for that damn kick, dude. You know that.
Yeah, he's still pissed off about him, and Goldberg even apologized and reached out to him. But...
Yeah, he's even stopped apologizing. He's fed up, dude.
Yeah,
it's like, dude, reach out to me, dude. What's up? You know?
Yep.
I mean, I only hurt you. I didn't kill you, you know?
Yeah, exactly.
But I don't know. It's like Bret Hart's just being too sensitive right now about things now.
He has always been that way. Like he doesn't like Hulk Hogan. Did you ever hear that?
Yeah.
That rumor has it that when Hogan was leaving for WCW. Remember how he lost the belt to Yokozuna at King of the Ring '93?
Yeah, remember in WrestleMania? Yeah.
And rumor has it that he was supposed to drop the belt to Bret Hart instead, but Bret but Hogan refused to drop the belt to Bret Hart because Hogan felt that it would not be right for a built guy to lose to a short guy like Bret, and he also felt that he could make more money with Yokozuna, and that's the whole reason why Bret does not like Hulk Hogan. And even in WCW, and they did have one match together, but it sucked.
Yeah.
And he said that Hulk Hogan, he thinks that Hulk Hogan really didn't want to work with him. That's why he's so salty over Hulk Hogan, and yeah, that's why he doesn't like Hulk Hogan, because he thinks that he doesn't want to work with him or put him over.
And honestly, this started since WrestleMania 9. Because remember when Bret Hart lost to Yokozuna, and they say that Hulk Hogan went to Vince McMahon backstage in Gorilla and told him, look, let Bret Hart lose, let Yokozuna win, I'll be Yokozuna, and the crowd walks happy.
Yeah.
That's the story that Hogan said to Vince McMahon in Gorilla right there.
That's my first time hearing that.
Yeah.